Hello. One sec. Hold on. Streamlabs. Record. Okay, we have a new shareable link, unfortunately. Oh, this is bad. I'm such a bad. How do I pop out chat? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, Streamlabs, record audio. Record computer audio on Mac. Audio. Okay. Mic, auxiliary device supposed to be black hole. Nothing's working now. Okay, can you guys say something? Um, hello? Yeah, I know, Anwar. Sorry. Oh, I used to have this working, and now... Oh, this might have fixed it. Can you guys say something? Okay, one sec. I'm going to rejoin this meeting shortly. I'm going to be right back. This is turning into a disaster, Anwar. Sorry. Okay. This needs to be black hole. Hello? Hey. Hey, can you guys say something? Can you guys unmute and say something?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, okay.
Can
Hello,
you hear
hello.
us?
I think we got it. Yeah, we got it. All right. Okay.
Nice.
We lost 15 minutes doing that. Oops.
We can
Anwar.
restart. Oh, restart the 15? Can we restart the meeting?
Oh, no
No, he
need.
means like. Oh.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's go. I think we're ready to start now.
All right.
Nice shirt, Don. I like it.
Oh, thanks. It's new. Tango.
Tango.
Yeah.
Did you just get it made?
I didn't. Can you believe that somebody has made a t-shirt that is so perfect for me that you thought I made it for myself? Yeah, life's good. Yeah.
That's so cool.
There's a shirt made for a tango musician.
Voila.
It was on
C'est
Redbubble.
ça. So what do I say?
I don't know.
I'm
You
sure
should
you
know
would know
French
now.
better. You should learn French better.
All right, here we
Oh.
go. Oh no, failed to compile.
Yeah. Basically, I did. What did I do? I did.
Oh, here, let me share screen. I shared just a window.
Oh. Okay, well, basically, I tried to do multiple ratings and it worked. So I added a rating for writing and a rating for what's the other one? The one that was always there. Characters.
Mm-hmm.
However, I couldn't get so whatever rating one will be, they will both be that same rating. So the rating is like one whole thing. They're not separated. And so I tried to find a way to do multiple ratings, but I couldn't figure it out. So, is it shared? Yes. So I noticed that we have, what I changed was I added a 1 here and a 1 here for one rating,
Mm-hmm.
and then a 2 here and a 2 here for the second rating,
Mm-hmm.
so that they would be separated based on this link that I found, which is over here. This guy was doing a rate 1 for 1. What's
Yeah.
it called?
All right. Let's look at the code. I'll just explain to you what's going on. Okay. So let's scroll up a little bit.
Oopsies.
So scroll up to where we have, yeah, right there, use state. Right? So this is where you need to be having, this is where you need to have your rating. So when you do use state, and then you have line 47, it says const rating set rating equals use state. So that creates one rating variable for you and one set rating function. Okay? So the rating variable is what you'll use to populate the little hearts, right? And then the set rating is is the callback you'll use to update it. Okay? So if you want a rating 1 and a rating 2, you need to add rating 1 there.
Here?
Yep. And set rating 1 next to it there. Yep. And now you need to copy that line and make another one.
And change it to 2?
Yeah.
And keep going until I'm satisfied with the number of ratings?
Sort of. This is not the best way to do it, but yes. Yes, in general. There's a better way to do this where we can refactor it so you don't need to have to copy and paste so many different things all over the place. We can make a singular component that knows how to update a rating and knows what kind of rating it is that you're updating. Okay? But let's scroll down. So now let's take a look at what's going on here. So line 60 also needs to be updated, right? So we have this update Firestore content, and you're passing in content and rating. Okay? So you would need rating 1 and rating 2 here. Yeah? Now here's the problem. You don't want to call it rating 1 and rating 2. Like you need better names, right? What are the two ratings? One is the overall rating, right? Is that right?
We don't have that one in yet, technically. The first one is characters and the second one is writing. Although we do want an overall rating.
Got it. Okay. So don't call it rating 1, call it character rating. Right? So let's change rating 1 to character rating.
Top. So?
Yep. And set character rating. Good. The first C on that there should be small. It doesn't actually matter, but we need to be consistent.
What about the R?
The R, yeah. So this is called lower camel case. So that it just basically means the first character is a small letter, and then every word after that is capitalized. Yeah.
Aha, the opposite of what we get taught in regular grammar.
I suppose. Okay. So now, line 53, you need to change that to set character rating. Yeah. And then you need to change entry to entry dot character rating. Okay. And you need to add another line for set writing rating. Yeah, look, see, it's giving you help there. You can just hit enter.
Ah,
yeah. Then
work.
Open parentheses. And then entry question mark dot writing rating. Yeah.
If I click enter.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
All right. So let me just remind you what's going on here. So lines 51 to 55 is retrieving the data from Firebase. So that's the data that's stored in your database in Firestore. Okay. Now, if you recall, we originally had content and rating. Okay. So now we have content, character rating, and writing rating, and we're no longer using the original rating. Does that make sense? So there is in the Firebase, if you were to open up your Firebase right now, you would see that you have stored for the books that we've been playing with. They have ratings, but they don't have character and writing rating yet. Right? I'll show you. You'll see. For now, just understand that the data, lines 53 and 54, is the part where you retrieve the data from Firestore and load it into the app so that the user, the client, can show it to the user. Make sense? So this is pulling it from the database. Next. Right. Yes. Next is line 62. This is where we're saving the data back to the database. So we have content, and then you're using rating there. That's the value of rating. Now we want to put back into the database not just the content, but also the character rating and the writing rating. So you'll write character rating there. Yep. And then do a comma at the end. And then add writing rating. All right. Okay, scroll down a little bit. Let's see, keep going. Okay, so now you can just update your value and your on change to the same idea. So the first one is character rating. My mouse is in the way.
So then it would be set character rating.
Mm-hmm.
And then change this. And this.
Okay. All right, let's save it.
Save.
And let's cross our fingers.
Yay!
All right, it compiles. Let's pull up the app, refresh the page.
Wow.
All right,
Nice.
let's make some ratings. Okay, head on over to your Firebase. Let's take a look. And
Refresh. You get the check mark it.
oh yeah, sorry, you didn't save, yeah? Go back to
Go
the
back to
React
the
app and push the save button.
Oh, yes.
Okay, now head back to Livre.
Wow. Wait, did I do that?
You did,
Yeah.
you did. So
Yay.
you'll notice, though, that you have some leftover data there, right? You had that old rating. It's now no longer being used for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's ask our audience. How did Satch do, Anwar? There's a little bit of latency. It's going to take him a moment to hear the question. Or maybe he's left. Maybe he's no longer watching
It's
us.
possible. It says 2 people are. Oh, he's there.
Yay! You got two applauses. Well done, Satch. Good job.
Yay, we did it.
All right. Let's commit the change, and I'll show you how we do a code review. Okay.
Ooh,
So you can shut down the server here. Control C. Good job. I think you guys did a great job this week.
Thanks.
right.
Now I can put so many ratings in.
Yeah, you're just gonna go nuts with the ratings, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then instead of hamburger menu, I might want to show you how to extract the component. Anwar says you're doing pretty well. I think so
Thanks,
too.
Anwar. Got a good guy.
I might want to show you how to extract the component so that you can simplify your logic. What you can do with this React is, rather than writing many lines of the same kind of code over and over again, you can take your component and put it into a new file and just make it so that you can just reuse the same rating object in your React app, and then that way you don't have to make the change in so many different places, right? You can just say, give me another rating and name it this, and then you'll just get a little component there, and it will automatically update the model in your database for you. So that's something we could also work on. But I think that it might also be fun for you to see how to do a hamburger menu. So we can do maybe I'll try and do both. We have half an hour. All right, but let's do code reviews first. So here's how you do a code review. So right now you're on the main branch. Okay, that's what the terminal is currently telling you, and you see the little +3. That's telling you that you have 3 changes. So let's just verify all this. Type git status. All right. So those are the 3 files that have changed since you've been working. That's not unusual. Those are the common set of files to have changed. Now, here's the thing. High level, when we want to do a pull request, when you want me to do a code review for you, you need to check out a branch, like create a new branch essentially, commit to that branch, and then push the branch to GitHub, and then go to GitHub and click the pull request button. So many steps. I believe that there's some tools in here that will help you, but I'm not super familiar with them. So I'm just gonna tell you how to run the command lines, and then maybe we can spend some time to learn the GUI later, because I think the GUI is probably going to help you guys a little. For now, let me teach you how to do that. So step 1 is create a branch, and we do that by doing git checkout -b. No, just like you had it with a space. And now you need to name your branch. One more space there. So this would be maybe the rating branch.
Okay.
So you can just type rating. Yep. Enter. Okay, so now you're no longer on main, you're on the rating branch, right? That's what the terminal is telling you. So next step is to commit, and then, so to commit, we just do git space add space dot, and this will stage our commits. Hit enter there. So you don't need to know what staging means. Long story short, you're telling Git which files you want to be part of this commit. Okay, now we actually do the commit. So we type git space commit space -m, and then space, little quote, and you type in what it is that you've done. So you can just say added character and writing ratings. Nice.
Enter.
Hit enter there. So now you've made the commit, and you see the little green check mark. That means that you have no changes right now that are not part of a commit. Okay, but now you need these commits to be available to me on GitHub. So you type git space push space -u. Yeah, enter. Okay.
Ooh.
Now you have a commit in GitHub, and you now need to create a pull request for me. So let's just recap what we've done. We created a new branch called rating. We added some files and committed it to that branch. Then we pushed the branch to GitHub. That's what we've done so far. Okay. Any questions, like terminology, sort of how I'm saying things?
I think so far so good. Ooh, Anwar saying things.
Yeah, maybe I should have. I didn't know. I don't know enough about the UI tools to try and teach it. Yes, I will learn it, and then I will show you how to use it next time.
Oops, sorry.
For now, click that link. Oops, didn't mean to hit the mic.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, then the mic's a really good mic, I guess.
Which link am I clicking on?
So you see it says create a pull request for rating on GitHub by visiting. So if you, I believe it's either command or control. I think it's command click. Yeah, command click tells you to do that. All right,
Ooh.
sign into your GitHub.
Oh, that works. It was one or the other.
Okay, so here it's now asking you to do a pull request, and you'll see there's a little request button over there. So if you click on, nope, not there is that. Okay, that's also a request button, but you see next to my name there's a request.
Oh.
So that's going to request that I do a review for your code, right? So you can click create pull request now. And that's basically it. So now I'm going to do the code review for you, okay? So I'm just going to switch over to my own tab to do it, yeah?
Please do.
And so you can I'm going to present my screen to you so you can see everything I'm doing.
Nice.
And here we go. So I'll just head over to GitHub, Sachi, Livre Journal, and there should be a pull request waiting for me. You guys are seeing what I'm doing, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so it says here Satch has requested review on my pull request. So I can click this add review, and then I get this place where I can see all the changes that you've made, right? So I can scroll through here, and then I can say things. I can say things like, good variable name, you know? So let's start a review. So I'll say good variable name. Did a good job there.
Nice. Validation.
Yeah. And let's see. Oh yeah, I wanted to add a little review to this line. Good choice of color.
Thanks.
Loved the pink. You know?
That's my phone.
Add review comment.
Cool. You can comment on the code.
Yeah.
That's the future, you guys.
All right. Well, I mean, it's not the future; it's the present.
It's the
we've
present.
been doing this for a long time.
I knew you were going to say that.
All right. Finish my review. Approve. So here are the options. I can request that you make some more changes before you merge, or I can just outright approve it, or I can make some comments. So submit review. And then we come here, and then you can, if you go to your pull request, you'll now see that I've completed the review. So why don't you go there and I'll show you.
Pull request. Okay. We will share screen again. Well, no one screen.
Okay, don't go through all those pages.
Well, I don't know how to.
Okay, just use this thing, and then go to the desktop you want.
Okay.
Don't show all of Satch's personal stuff to the entire internet.
Now we know how to do it. What are we doing again?
We are heading back to the pull request on that you made a request for me to do in the browser.
Oh yeah.
It's the furthest tab over there. Yep. So here is me. So you can scroll down. And now you can reply to my conversation.
Yay.
All right. Comment. And you can click resolve conversation. So resolving means that so each what happened?
Zion.
Oh, you got an LGTM from Anwar. Nice.
Yay. Look at all these nice things we can do.
Yeah, I like the interaction.
All right.
Cool.
Join the stream, you guys.
I want Anwar to be part of the stream every time now.
Yeah.
We have to be interesting so that he comes back.
Thanks, Anwar.
Yep. So in general, like if I leave a comment, it's for you guys to know that there's a, how you could, change the code. So like if you had sent me the code as it was, assuming that it worked, then I would have said something along the lines of rating 1 and rating 2 are not good names. You should change the names to be more descriptive, for example. And then it would have been an asynchronous sort of operation. Instead of us live coding together, I'd be able to give you feedback, afterwards, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's resolve this conversation as well.
This one?
Yep. And now it's ready to merge. So now before you click that button, click the little down arrow next to it.
Yeah.
Right where it says merge pull request. Don't click the button, just click the down arrow. Yep. I have a preference for either squash and merge or rebase and merge. So pick one of those. In this case, the rebase and merge works quite well. Let's go with that. And then click the rebase and merge button. Confirm rebase and merge. All right, so let me just tell you what this did. So you created a branch from main called rating, okay? And you made a commit there. By clicking the merge button, you've brought the changes back to main. Does that make sense? So this is slightly more roundabout because you could have just committed to main and then pushed the changes to GitHub, and then I would have them. But then we wouldn't have a chance to do a review. Also, typically the way software works these days is whatever's on main goes to prod, right? So if you commit directly to main, then your changes go directly to prod, which is fine for an app that no one's using, but it might start to be a problem if, let's say, we had customers and you made a mistake and you broke it, right? So for now, it's totally okay to commit to main. You don't have to run through this whole process every time. It's your project. You can do what you want. When you want a review from me, though, this is kind of how we have to do it. There's no way to do a review once it's merged into main. All right. Great. We got 15 minutes left. So let's delete that branch. You can click the delete branch there.
Deleting it?
Well, you have it. It's merged into main, right? So let me show you how to pull the changes back. So click the... You don't have to delete it. You can leave it. It's fine. If you don't want to delete it, it's fine.
It's too final.
Yeah, can't delete a thing.
All right, click in there. And now git checkout main. So this switches us back to the main branch. Go ahead and do that. Now, this main branch doesn't yet have the changes that are in GitHub because you didn't fetch it. So if you type Git Pull, it will pull down the changes that we just merged from GitHub. So you can do that, Git Pull. Enter. And now all the changes that you made are there in main.
Branch main is up to date.
Sorry, not in not that main file. I meant in the main branch.
Yeah. Oh, the main branch. Look at all the numbers and the pluses.
Yeah, that was from an install. But now.
All right. So now that you've gotten that far, I think we can start doing more things now, yeah?
Yeah.
All
Hamburger menu stuff.
Hamburger menu? All right, let's do hamburger menu.
You can do that in 15 minutes?
I can show you how to do it in 15 minutes. We can make some progress in 15 minutes. Probably I can give you enough that you'll have the right homework, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. Let's present entire screen. Let's go. And next time I will have our audio working from the get-go. That'll save us 15 minutes. Okay. So we're here. This is I'm back on the same build as you guys. Yeah, that's true. Git is the most intimidating thing ever. I agree 100%. Hundo P with Anwar. I wish it was just button clicks. Maybe. Yeah, let's just do this. So I'm doing a git pull here, and this fetches the changes you made. Right? Now I have your changes as well. And I have to npm install because it looks like you may have made a change to the package JSON. And then I'm just going to npm start. I think Git is so intimidating that we don't use it at Google. It's too intimidating for the Googlers. We use Fig instead.
Fig.
Like the fruit?
I don't know why it's called fig. Mercurial. It's mercurial based. All right, Tom Sawyer. Ooh, I thought the characters in Tom Sawyer were great, and the writing is awesome. Save. Okay.
Should I read Tom Sawyer done?
Maybe Huckleberry Finn.
Okay.
I kept swapping. I was testing the different things, so I kept swapping between Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. Yeah. All right. Material UI. And let's go to components. So we're trying to make a hamburger menu, right? So to make a hamburger menu, we probably need some kind of like app bar, right? Because hamburger menus typically go into an app bar, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's pick one here, I guess. Let's guess. So this is probably like the app bar here. Here's an app bar, and there's a hamburger menu. That definitely looks like a hamburger menu.
Definitely.
Yeah?
Oh, it's already got a login built in there.
Yeah. Yeah. We could use the login button. This one's an app bar with a hamburger and a snowman. Multiple things. Let's just go with this one, yeah? So just copy paste, you know? That's the key. So we'll just pull this over here. Let's make the windows a little bit bigger. And let's put it, I actually forgot the layout of our code. So let's inspect real fast. So app has app here, and then it calls main, and then main calls this, which calls routes, and yeah. Okay. So I don't know exactly the best place we can do this, but maybe we can either put it in routes, or we can put it just like right here, maybe. Maybe just right here, you know? Sometimes finding the right place for something like this is a challenge. But for now, this seems good. So we need to import some stuff. So let's import the app bar. Let's import a toolbar. Icon button. We need a menu icon. And we need some typography. And a button. All right. So there's our app bar. Menu icon didn't import by itself. So let's go grab it. Thanks, Anwar.
Nice to meet you, Anwar.
Take care, Anwar.
I'm going to be your GitHub friend.
Okay. So let's give this a try. Let's save. Compiling. There's our menu bar with a hamburger that doesn't do anything.
Insane.
Looks pretty.
Yeah.
You think? Okay.
It should be pinker, but otherwise it's very pretty.
Yeah? Okay.
My app might be very girly in the end of this.
Everything pink.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's entirely up to you.
Boys like pink too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not exactly pink. It's more like...
It's like a salmon.
Well, you know, in the camera it looks like salmon, but it's kind of orange. It's meant to be orange, but I think it looks good.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's how you do it.
Just like that.
So the next thing is to add some stuff. We want to add some stuff to this app bar, right? Oh, and also, it's useful to not have all your files all in the same place. Sorry, it's useful to not have all your like stuff in the same place. So like dropping this big app bar here made our code more complex. So maybe it makes sense for this to be somewhere else, right? This is actually a recurring theme, actually. Recurring theme in the sense that, you know, we can extract this into its own component, and then it makes the code simpler. And the code that you have for your ratings can similarly be extracted into its own component, and you can do stuff, yeah? So we have 5 minutes left. An app bar and a hamburger menu is not the makings of an app. It's just the beginning. So I'm going to spend 3 more minutes to show you how to turn that into a menu. By menu, I mean like you click it and it actually does something, you know?
Yeah.
Or for example, this one here should bring up something. So this one here is pulling out a drawer, right? I think different hamburgers do different things, right? Maybe we want a hamburger. Maybe what you actually want is a snowman instead, which is more of a pop-up menu. What do you think?
Yeah. I like snowmans.
You prefer snowman?
Yeah, those make more sense.
Like
In both. Oh, is it hamburger and snowman we're talking about?
In that bar, you can have both.
that's
yeah,
kinda
you can
cool.
have both. You can have neither. You can have an app bar that does nothing. Let's go for the snowman. So where's the app bar here? So here's our app bar.
Too many
And-
ideas. Search bar too. Oh my god.
The search bar will be
Very useful.
Mhm.
You'll need a search page as well.
when you search your books up.
Yeah. So let's put this let's put this into the toolbar. So here we have another thing. And we need the more icon. Let's grab that. So are you sort of getting an idea for how I'm doing these things? Like,
Everything that's has an error underline, you can, because of your programming setup, you can click it, and then you can install the source code.
exactly.
Right there.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, this is more complicated than it needs to be. I'm just gonna. I don't think we don't actually need the ARIA stuff. Let's just.
Sorry for style.
Yeah, mostly. And then this other handle menu. So this one here is pretty important. This handle mobile menu open here. This is going to be something familiar to you. This is how we actually make the menu have a state of being either open or hidden, right? Visible or hidden. So we will need this. In the meantime, we can just comment it out and just verify that this works. So if we go to our React app, there is our little snowman. Yeah. So now let's remove things we don't need. So I guess you could put your app name here. But if you don't want it, you can remove the typography. You don't need the login button here because we have a separate login page. So this is actually starting to get interesting because maybe we want the app bar to live sort of on top of the login page as well, right? So if you're not logged in, it doesn't matter what state you're in, you want to see the app bar, and then you can have a login button, and then the content of your page can be something else, right? For now, because we're just trying to get a snowman in, we don't need to do all of these things. we can maybe just get rid of this. We probably don't need this stuff. So let's save that. And now we just have the snowman. Yeah. And the last thing we want to do is make that snowman go to the right.
Right.
Yeah. Snowman
So-
should be on the right.
Yeah. So the way to do that is with, I'm just guessing, but I think it's this line here, classes.grow. So I think that you put this here, and then there is a classes that's coming from here. So we need to find what grow does. So there is classes.grow. There is grow. So you have to copy this style into here. Save that. And there it is, off to the right now. So,
Nice.
yeah.
How did you know that one was going to be the one that aligns it?
Oh, yeah? How did I know? Primarily just experience. I know, I remember things, but you wouldn't have known. But the hint to me was that in HTML, typically things are going to be left aligned. And if you want something to be right aligned, when you also can have things that are left aligned, you need to put a component there, a thing, and that thing needs to take up space,
Oh, like a tab or something.
for example. But this is a special kind of space. This space needs to grow. It needs to grow to whatever space it can fill. Hence the name grow. And in this case here, it's using a CSS thing called flex grow.
Okay.
I'm no
It's meant to
CSS.
accommodate-
Sorry, go ahead, Rickles.
Sorry, just because it's meant to accommodate multiple formats like tablets and computer web pages and
Yeah.
mobile pages. Yeah.
That's right. So that's exactly right. That's the reason. All right. So we're out of time. Your homework is, as usual, replicate what we did. And that's good stuff for today. Did you guys have any questions about poker?
Polka. So in terms of what we're going to be working on for next week, which is poker. So I remember we were going to try and prescribe, like change the image of the cube with like poker cards or something like that, right? And I know initially the first assignment that we had for it was to potentially have 2 cards on like a table, and then if possible on click to have them like flip or something like that. So in terms of like what we can work on for next week, I feel like I can definitely change the image on this cube for sure. I'm not sure how far I can get with getting the plane to look a specific way, and then having like rectangles in particular spaces. But I can definitely do that first part, and then I'll see how far I can get with the second part. But I think what part would be we would definitely need your help with would be like the on clicking, and then like the flipping and how to get that process going.
Okay. So like some event handling, how to...
Yeah, event.
Okay. Okay. No problem. I can do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. In terms of questions, no, nothing like glaring right now. I feel like questions will come as we work on it a bit more. Yeah. Were you able to make the changes that you were talking to us about last week?
Yeah, I was gonna do it, but then I didn't.
Okay.
I will though. Let's see. I will make the changes, but you don't have to wait on me for those changes. The changes I want to make are actually to wire up the front end and the back end so that we can do things across the two. So there are a few things that I needed you guys to help me with. Specifically, I needed I was trying to set the branch names to be similar because we have main for one thing and master for another thing. It makes setup a little bit more cumbersome, so I wanted to sort of simplify a bit of that, so we can do that together for the first 5 minutes at the next session.
Okay.
Just some minor little things like that because I wasn't allowed to do that. I don't have those kinds of permissions on your repository, so just that. Besides that, I will next session. The plan will be from what you've said. The plan will be we can focus maybe for half an hour or 45 minutes on event handling. And then I can show you sort of very quickly some simple math that will flip cards when an event happens, and then you can decide how you want to actually flip cards. You'll probably want something like an exponential thing or an S-curve. Those are usually what are used for like smooth movements in games. But I will just do a very simple one, like constant rotation. So it'll look really silly. It'll look like as opposed to something like woo, right? Like in a real rotation, in like a card flip should maybe look like fast at the beginning and then slowing down towards the end. Yeah. But I think event handling is the real key to a game. So that's definitely what we'll focus on. Yeah. So I'll get everything set up. I'll be driving for that session. And then the homework will be for you to replicate what you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I think that this is a good way to do it. Like, we work together. You present what you had trouble with, and then I can guide you along, and then we accelerate and do more things, and then you have a chance to try and process what I did in the accelerated phase, and then my hope is that over time, like you guys, like as you learn and become more comfortable with things like the use state, which gives you essentially a variable that you can change and a function to change it, right? That's a pattern that you'll see over and over and over again. Like, we're going to be using a use state to make a menu appear, and then it's a Boolean. If it's true, then it's visible. If it's false, then it's not visible. So you're going to use the exact same technique. Like, there aren't the nice thing about all this programming that we're doing is that as you see the patterns more and more, you'll start to recognize, oh, this is just the same as that, but in a different way. Oh, it's just the same as that in a different way. Yeah, I'm excited. Event handling is actually very similar to other things you've seen before too. So we're going to have fun with that. Coolness. All right. Good stream, you guys.
Good stream.
Yeah.
Then look at my water bottle.
Whoa. That's a water bottle?
Isn't it awesome? There's no water in it right now.
I have to say, it doesn't look like a water bottle.
It's not supposed to. It's a Sheikah slate.
It doesn't look like that either.
Hey, don't be mean to me.
What do you mean? I'm not being
What does
mean.
it look like then?
A flask for alcohol. What? You look like a drunk.
This is a pretty big flask.
Let's see it.
It's like pretty big. A flask is like.
To be clear, I like it, and I kind of want one.
Yeah.
But I want it to be a flask for alcohol.
It can be. The thing
It's
is,
kind of an awkward shape for a water bottle, no?
Kind of awkward. It looks like a book. But I wouldn't put alcohol because this is probably annoying to clean.
Oh my god, you can keep it in a book. If you cut out
The book.
that book part.
People don't do that for reals. Cut out the book.
I don't know. Have you guys seen how big
I've only
textbooks are?
seen the Matrix. Neo does it in the Matrix. But you can keep it in your bookshelf.
What else are people doing with their encyclopedias? Cutting out things so they can keep things inside of them.
Because nobody wants to go into an encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia.
Yeah, there's so much space in them. No one needs it. You hide your flasks.
You just
your
Google
guns,
now. That's so true.
your
Also, those
your
books
hidden
you see in
things.
lawyers' offices, they're all decoration. They don't actually read all those books. Come on now.
There's a chance that they do.
Damn it.
I was watching. There's this fun YouTube channel. I forget the name, but it's Legal Eagle.
I watch him.
Well, in
Sorry.
some of his early videos, he did mention he read all of the books.
Oh, then I can believe that. But there are definitely books people buy for aesthetics purposes.
Oh yeah, definitely. Nobody reads encyclopedias.
No.
Well, why would you in this day and age if not for aesthetics?
Yeah, it still look like you read encyclopedias.
Like those things get out of date. Nobody can like contribute and update information about the latest season of whatever. Like, how is that useful?
Not useful. I watch Legal Eagle done. That's cool. Oh, I also watch Anna Akana. I saw that you, for some reason, I know you watch her too.
Yes, I watch Anna Akana. Not much these days, but I think she's a good YouTuber.
She makes skits about like, I don't know, social commentary or mental illness, all kinds of different things.
Hmm. Yeah, she's great.
Oh, nice.
I'll show you her videos.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I to be honest, I just altogether spend way too much time on YouTube.
I can relate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think YouTube is like the main form of entertainment these days. If I don't have like a movie or a TV show that to go to right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, have you seen Lucifer on Netflix?
No, I haven't.
We should watch it, shouldn't we?
Probably. I mean, what can I say? It's a show and it's good. I mean,
it's going. It's continuing now, right? It's like on season 6 or something. Season 7?
I'm only on season 3, but yeah, it's still going strong. It's good. It's fun.
Dad liked it for a while. He liked the main character, which is interesting. Yeah. And I watched, I think, the first 3 or 4 episodes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's a good show. And I've been watching Haikyuu.
Really?
Nice! That's such a good show!
Nice!
It's so good. It's like I like to watch it after a long, hard day of work. And then you just watch it and you just feel like motivated after you're done. Like you want to go punch a wall or something. Like,
You mean hit a volleyball into an iron gate?
yes. Yeah.
I create a hole in it.
And you want to like just make best friends everywhere you go.
It's a good anime. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm amazed actually how they're able to give all the different characters such interesting characteristics and make them all have their own interesting backstories and motivations and how, I don't know, it is kind of super wholesome, but not in a cheesy way.
Yeah, it's not overly cheesy, and it's like makes satire out of sports animes and like of themselves as well.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't take themselves seriously, and like while at the same time you feel like they're like the underdogs. You want them to like win all the time, even though
But
like,
they're
we know
super
that
talented as well.
Yeah, they're talented, but like they're not like the best, but they're not horrible either. So like you feel like there's always a chance that they can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's an impressive anime, that's for sure. Very impressive.
I should finish it. I only saw, I think, maybe the first 8 episodes. I'm on episode 8, maybe.
I've seen someone.
Uh-huh.
I'm on episode like 45 or
Oh my
something
God.
like that.
Season which one?
In season 3, I think. Season 3.
Okay. Also, K-On!
Oh yes, I started that. I have to continue watching. They make they make a band with each other.
The 4 girls, right?
Yeah, and then the unassuming librarian, I think, she turns out to be like an ex-rocker, and then it just works out for the band.
Yeah.
I haven't seen enough after that.
An unassuming Stevie Nicks, eh?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I need to get dinner. But question for you: how do you know who's watching the stream? How did you see
Like
that?
number of people?
Oh, so you can't know who they are. You just know how many.
No.
Oh, there was just 3 viewers while we were chatting.
Chatting? Oh my gosh, that's so jokes. They liked the high Q talk, and then they left after the high Q talk. And this is a hint.
All right, that was nice. All right, so I'm gonna go get dinner. Say hi to the fam for me.
Well, dude, they did come down for a second, but they didn't want to interrupt, and we didn't want to interrupt either.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
See you next time.
See you next time.